In our modern world filled with satellites, drones, and cyber warfare, you might wonder why we still need fighter jets. The answer is simple. Nothing else projects power and controls the air quite like a crewed fighter. Tip of the spear for any major military. They establish air superiority, controlling the sky so ground forces operate without fear of attack from above. Without control of the air, everything else becomes incredibly difficult and dangerous. Fighter jets are the gatekeepers of the sky, ensuring friendly aircraft can do their jobs safely. Bombers transport planes, more than flying weapons platforms, symbols of national strength and technological prowess. Formation of F-15 jets screaming across the sky. Formation of F-22 jets screaming across the sky. It sends a clear message to allies and adversaries alike: capability and resolve. Versatile tools of statecraft, deploy quickly to hotspots as a deterrent. Carrier strike group with its contingent of fighters can calm a tense situation or signal serious intent without a single shot fired. The story of the F-15 Eagle begins long before the F-15EX. It was born from the lessons learned during the Vietnam War. The United States Air Force realized it needed a pure air superiority fighter, a jet designed with one primary mission in mind: to dominate the sky and sweep it clear of enemy aircraft. The result was the McDonnell Douglas F-15 Eagle, which first flew in 1972. It was a revolutionary aircraft for its time, boasting a powerful thrust-to-weight ratio that allowed it to accelerate while climbing straight up. Its motto became, "Not a pound for air to ground," emphasizing its singular focus on aerial combat. For decades, the F-15 Eagle was the undisputed king of the sky, particularly the A model, B model, C model, D model. It built an incredible combat record with over 100 aerial victories and 0 losses in air-to-air combat. This unparalleled success made the Eagle a legend. However, as threats evolved, so did the Eagle. The F-15E Strike Eagle was developed in the 1980s as a multi-role strike fighter. This version added a second crew member, a weapons systems officer, and was equipped for deep strike missions, capable of carrying a huge payload of bombs and missiles to attack targets on the ground, day or night, in any weather. The idea for the F-15EX Eagle II came from this legacy of evolution. This led to the birth of the F-15EX, and officially designating the new aircraft the F-15EX Eagle II, ensuring the Eagle's legacy would soar into a new era. So what makes the F-15EX Eagle II so different from the jets that came before it? The airframe, the basic shape and structure, is familiar. It's the battle-proven body of an Eagle. But almost everything inside is brand new. The most significant change is the jet's digital backbone. Older F-15s used federated computer systems, separate processors for each system. The F-15X uses an open mission systems architecture. This is a game changer. It means the jet's software can be upgraded rapidly, much like updating an app on your smartphone, letting it adapt to new threats without hardware swaps. Another major difference is the fly-by-wire control system. Older F-15s used mechanical controls augmented by computers. The F-15X is fully fly-by-wire. Pilot inputs become electrical signals and computers use those signals to command the flight control surfaces. That makes the jet smoother and more responsive to fly, and it opens new possibilities. Built-in redundancies can automatically compensate for battle damage, keeping the aircraft flying even after a hit. Engineers also activated 2 previously unused weapon stations on the wings, adding payload. Finally, the F-15EX is produced as a 2-seat aircraft from the start, though it can be flown by 1 pilot. That combination is what truly sets the Eagle II apart. The F-15 has always been famous for its raw performance, and the F-15EX Eagle II takes that legacy to a whole new level. At its heart are 2 new General Electric F-110GE-129 engines. These are incredibly powerful and reliable power plants, each capable of producing around 29,000 pounds of thrust with afterburner. To put that in perspective, the total thrust is more than the jet's empty weight, giving it a thrust-to-weight ratio greater than 1:1. This is the secret sauce that allows the F-15EX to perform its legendary trick of accelerating while climbing vertically. It can rocket off the runway and climb to altitude faster than almost any other aircraft in the world. This immense power translates into breathtaking speed. The F-15EX has a top speed of over Mach 2.5, or roughly 1,875 miles per hour. While stealth fighters are incredible, the F-15EX is built to be a high-energy interceptor. It can race to a threat, launch its weapons from a great distance and then use its speed to escape. This makes it the perfect aircraft for missions like homeland defense. The F-15EX delivers that in spades. If the F-15EX is a heavyweight champion, then its weapons payload is honestly its knockout punch. This aircraft is, without a doubt, a flying arsenal. While stealth fighters are often limited by internal weapons bays, the F-15X carries ordnance externally on many hardpoints. This lets it carry an astonishing amount and variety of weapons. Officially, it can carry up to 29,500 pounds of munitions. That's more than the empty weight of an F-16. The Eagle II is essentially a flying truck, but one that can travel at Mach 2.5. For air-to-air combat, the F-15EX is a true monster. It can carry a dozen air-to-air missiles. Typical loadout: AIM-120 AMRAAMs for beyond visual range, AIM-9X Sidewinders for close-in dogfights, but its capabilities go far beyond that. The jet is being designed to carry new, longer-range missiles. That would let the F-15X act as a missile mule. The F-15X isn't just for air-to-air combat, it keeps the powerful ground attack capability of the F-15E. It can carry a vast array of air-to-ground weapons. Laser-guided bombs, Paveway series, GPS-guided JDAMs, specialized weapons like the GBU-39 small-diameter bomb, a true multi-role powerhouse. Step inside the cockpit of an F-15X, and you are stepping into the future of aviation. Gone are the walls of steam gauge dials and cluttered switches that characterized older fighters. In their place is a clean, modern glass cockpit. The centerpiece is a massive 10 by 19-inch large area display, or LAD. This single, customizable touchscreen provides the pilot with an unprecedented amount of information. The pilot can arrange windows for maps, sensor data, weapons status, flight information, swiping and pinching to zoom just like on a tablet. This reduces workload and improves situational awareness dramatically. This advanced cockpit is paired with a new low-profile head-up display, or HUD. The HUD projects critical flight and targeting information onto a transparent screen in the pilot's forward view, so they never have to look down at their instruments during critical phases of flight. The JHMC-S2 goes a step further, projecting this information directly onto the pilot's helmet visor. This means wherever the pilot looks, they see targeting data. They can lock onto an enemy aircraft simply by looking at it. Look and shoot, a massive advantage in a swirling dogfight. As mentioned, the F-15X is a two-seat aircraft. Both the front and rear cockpits are equipped with these advanced glass displays. This creates a powerful synergy between the pilot and the Weapon Systems Officer, or WSO, and the F-15X's advanced cockpit is designed from the ground up to make it a reality. A fighter jet is only as good as its senses. The F-15EX Eagle II is equipped with some of the most powerful and advanced sensors ever fitted to a fighter. Its primary sensor is the Raytheon AN APG-82V One Active Electronically Scanned Array, or AESA radar. This is a significant leap in technology from the mechanically scanned radars of older F-15s. AESA radars use thousands of tiny transmit modules. AESA radars use thousands of tiny receive modules to steer the radar beam electronically rather than physically pointing an antenna. This means the radar can scan the sky almost instantaneously. It can track multiple targets in different directions at once, and is much more resistant to enemy jamming. The APG-82 radar gives the F-15X pilot a godlike view of the battle space. It can detect and track enemy aircraft, including small, stealthy targets, from very long ranges. This allows the Eagle II pilot to see the enemy long before the enemy sees them. First shot advantage. While scanning for aerial threats, it can simultaneously create high-resolution synthetic aperture radar, or SAR, maps of the ground. To survive in a dangerous electronic battlefield, the F-15X is equipped with EPAWS. Developed by BAE Systems, EPAWS is a state-of-the-art electronic warfare and countermeasure suite. It acts as the jet's digital shield. It can then automatically deploy the best countermeasures. Makes the F-15EX one of the most survivable and lethal non-stealth fighters ever built. The U.S. Air Force's decision to buy the F-15EX in the 2020s caught many by surprise. The Air Force's fleet of F-15C and D Eagles is old and tired. The F-15EX offers a quick, relatively low-risk way to replace these aging fighters. A major advantage of the F-15X is the smooth transition it offers. The infrastructure to support F-15S is already in place. That means the Air Force can get new, highly capable fighters onto the flight line much faster. In a world of rising global tensions, speed of recapitalization is a critical strategic advantage. It's about having a balanced fleet with different tools for different jobs. The F-15X is perfect for missions where stealth is not the primary requirement. Ultimately, the decision was also about cost. Provides the best balance of capability and affordability to meet the challenges of the future. The F-15EX Eagle II is more than just an upgrade, likely flying well into the 2040s and beyond. One exciting future role is as a command and control node for unmanned systems. The Air Force is investing in collaborative combat aircraft, CCAs. In conclusion, the F-15X is a game-changer because it doesn't try to be stealth. A symbol of pragmatic innovation, it's starting a new chapter. The Eagle's scream will echo through the skies for another generation.